It's my great honor to be here with you this evening and present to Webb the John Gardner Exemplary Leader Award. Webb, you are so well deserving. Webb and I met in 2003 in class 15, should we say the best class? And as I've gotten to know him over the years, I think the video we just saw really captures his leadership style and his persona. He describes himself as a participative leader, one who loves to build teams, be part of teams, listen, encourage, inspire, empower. And I've seen that happen over and over again. Mary Simon, founder of the RAFT organization, was in our class 15, and she asked Webb to go on her board. And he did, and stayed for 8 years, helping Mary with everything from board governance to thinking about the future to fundraising. And Mary, I just talked to her a couple days ago, and she said, you know, that whole time, I never felt like Webb was teaching me or coaching me specifically, but I learned so much from him. He did it with such an open, participative style. Another great story from our class was the Encore organization. John Gardner was famous for talking about taking changes in your life time to repot and to renew, especially as one faces the later years and a chance to retire or rewire. So I suggested to Webb that he talk to Mark Friedman, who along with John Gardner had started an organization called Encore, which focuses on people in their later years of life finding purpose and ways to serve. Well, Mark and Webb hit it on. Webb signed up for Mark's board. He stayed for 8 years. He helped that organization in so many ways. And he himself became a great example of an Encore career, helping Mark and many of us start the Encore Fellows program. But you know, one of the things I like best about my time with ALF is that it focuses not just on one's leadership style, but on us as whole people. And I have to say a few words about Webb and the other people in his life, beginning number one with his wife, Chris. They celebrated their 50th wedding anniversary last year, and they have been partners in every endeavor. They have 2 wonderful daughters, and Webb is fondly referred to as Poppy by 5 wonderful grandchildren. He really puts them at the center of his life, and they know it. Webb also is a musician, and he sings. And I don't think we should let him out of here without singing. But he actually knows the entire repertoire of Bob Dylan songs, who was his favorite performing artist. So much so that you may have noticed in that video that he has framed in his study a guitar. And this guitar was given to him by HP when he retired, and it is signed by Bob Dylan. Webb also plays volleyball, a backyard volleyball game every Sunday for 28 years. They refer to themselves as the Old Farts League, and it includes Rich Braw, who is one of our ALF fellows. Webb lived a rich and full life, and he will continue to do so. He will continue to be a participative leader, a servant leader. And I think of John Gardner in one of the last speeches of his life, when he said to the audience, I wish for you, no matter whether you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, or 70s, I wish for you a long, youthful spirit. Webb has that. He also has the spirit of service, and he is a very fitting recipient of the John Gardner Leadership Award. So with that, congratulations, Webb, and I turn it over to, I believe Chris will be presenting the award to you. Thank you.
Carol, thank you so much for that introduction. Webb, it is a great honor to present you with the John Gardner Award. Congratulations, I couldn't be more proud.
Well, thank you, Chris.
Mwah!
Well, thank you, Chris, for presenting me with this award, and thank you for traveling all the way into the kitchen to do that. I appreciate that too. Carol, my thanks also for a very special introduction. We forged a great partnership and a great friendship over the last 16 years. And also my thanks to Todd and Suzanne for that very nice video. I think the rest of the audience will join me in thanking them for putting my guitar playing on mute. And then lastly, I'd like to thank the committee who selected me for this award. I'm deeply honored to receive the John W. Gardner Leadership Award, and my congratulations go out to Singh. I'm proud to join him and all the previous recipients of this award. I have others to thank, but I wanted to expand first on my statement about all roads for me leading from ALF. I think my story is indicative of the power of the ALF network. My timing in joining ALF was very fortunate. I was in my 32nd year at Hewlett Packard when I joined my class 15, and I retired from HP in 2003. And my ALF experience was instrumental in helping me find my focus in my post-HP career. By the way, you may have noticed I was using a MacBook in the video, so I'd like to keep that a secret, if you don't mind. I joined the board of ALF right after my fellows year and served out my terms, and then rejoined the board of ALF when the CEO search was going on that fortunately brought us Suzanne. The other board position that resulted from ALF early was RAFT, Resource Area for Teaching. Mary Simon, the founder and CEO, was in my class at ALF, and she asked me to join the RAFT board in 2004. I'm still on that board in my 13th non-consecutive year on the board, and Mary retired a few years ago, so I'm still there. When I was at RAFT, I brought in some other HP retirees to help revise the way and improve the way that we ran the store and managed our inventory and supply chain. And that led me to a conversation with Carol Larson about are there organizations in the Valley that help match retiring business people with nonprofit careers. She thought that was an interesting idea, and she introduced me to Mark Friedman, who's the founder and CEO of Encore.org. And then Carol funded the research that led to the Encore Fellows program, which is run by Encore.org, where we've now helped over 2,000 business people transition into the nonprofit sector in the last several years. And that was a great project that came again from ALF, and I ended up being on the Encore board for 9 years as well. RAFT also led me to the board of an organization called A-Learn, which is focused on helping first-generation underserved students to get into college. And A-Learn was started by another RAFT board member, Catherine Hansen, who's also an ALF senior fellow. So as I said, all roads lead from ALF. I spent 9 years on the A-Learn board, and I timed off. But then a few years later, A-Learn and Silicon Valley Ed Foundation were exploring a merger, and they asked me to get involved with the merger, and also subsequently I rejoined the board of the merged organization. So I'm now on the board of Silicon Valley Education Foundation, a post-merger. ALF even led to me being on a for-profit board, Smart Modular Devices, which was founded by ALF senior fellow Ajay Shah. So I guess the question is, what would I have done all these years without ALF? Well, fortunately, I don't have to answer that question. I'd like to end this by thanking a few other people. First, Chuck Geschke, Ned Barnholt, Rich Graw, and Rich Slavin. Thank you so much for creating a platinum sponsorship for this event in my name. We've all been close and valuable friends for many, many years. And in fact, the two Riches are neighbors of mine. And Chuck, Ned, and Rich were the three people who were most instrumental in getting me into ALF in 2002. I'd also like to thank my great friends and role models in Class 15. I've learned so much from you. You've helped me be a better leader, and your friendships are extremely valuable to me. And last and most importantly, I'd like to thank my family for their unwavering support of all my endeavors that led from ALF. My wife of 51 years, Chris, who you met earlier, she also serves on multiple nonprofit boards. And our daughters, Megan and Sarah, and their families who bring so much joy and love into our lives. Finally, I extend my heartfelt thanks to all of you for this John W. Gardner Award. I'll always be deeply grateful and honored for this recognition. Thank you very much.